definitely.
Right, so we're down at Esney's Quarry in the West Midlands today, and I'm with Mark Barrow and Alan G. From Beneath British Waters. They're filming some really interesting stuff. If you've not seen it, Mark puts it up regularly on Facebook and his YouTube channel. And well, tell us a bit about what you're doing, Mark.
Yeah, it's the concept behind it is just really about getting in rivers and fisheries and filming for the anglers and clubs that use the particular waters.
Right.
And it's going really well, isn't it?
Yeah.
We've had some good opportunities. We've had some really good dives, some cracking dives, but we've also had ones where they've been absolutely terrible.
I bet.
Yeah. It's the way it is.
Yeah.
And it's something that you can't always guarantee because it's not easy. A lot of the time the people that run the fisheries are wanting to see the fish, and it's not something you can guarantee that you're always going to get on film, unfortunately.
No. So how did you get into it? Are you from an angling background?
Yeah,
or?
I've been fishing since I was 8 years old, and the interest with the diving started from watching the survival programmes
Oh,
when
really?
I was on the sharks.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until I was about 20 I then trained as a scuba diver, but also wanted to find out what my local river was like.
Yeah.
Because through various times of plumbing up, I had this mental image, and I wanted to see what it was like, and it was completely different to what I'd got up there, to be quite honest.
Really?
And a lot of the times when we've been filming, people have said it's not what I expected.
Yeah.
Because they've got that mental image, haven't they? And it's completely different.
That's it. I think we all have, haven't we? We've got an idea of what we think's going on and what it looks like under there, but we don't really. Well, you do, but we don't really know most of the time what's happening, do we?
Well, that's why I got into it as well. I mean, I got Mark to come and dive one of my club waters.
Right.
And that was my initial meeting with Mark. That was what, two years ago now. And seeing them diving in lake, it excited me to the point that I wanted to get in there and see what it was like myself, you know.
Yeah.
So I thought it'll answer so many questions for me as an angler and that lot, and more understanding of it. And like you say, generally lake beds that I thought I knew, you don't really know them. You might know how the features are, but what colours and stuff like that are down there is a lot different to what you actually think.
Yeah, it really is, isn't it?
They came and dived my club lake, and then I went straight out and did my dive qualifications, bought all my kit, and I started diving with Mark, you know, and I've
well, that's half the battle though, Alan, isn't it? I found with my dive club, I've been diving for a few years, is that normally people learn in the UK because they're then going off to the Maldives or wherever, somewhere exotic. I want to dive in crystal clear water. Trying to find somebody or people that are mad enough to want to dive in sort of cold gravel pits and quarries in the middle of winter and do some filming is well, the vis isn't that good.
I thought it'll answer so many questions that I had and everything, which it did answer a hell of a lot of questions, but it's posed far more questions than it's answered. Right. You know, in the long run of
so
things.
Give us some examples of the kind of things.
Well, for an example, I mean, one lake that we got in, and we found some hydrogen sulfide pools in there, and I mean these were like 2 foot wide, be 1.5 foot deep craters, and there were 30 or 40 of them, all with white solution in. Really? Now, if you pulled a lead through that, and you found balls and it's all smooth, no plant growth, you'd think you'd found the daddiest spots to fish on. You know, I do believe hydrogen sulfide probably preventing fish going into there. But have the fish made them balls? Haven't the fish made them balls?
I mean, they were perfectly formed, perfectly formed.
There were mineral deposit crystals in the bottom of them and stuff like that.
You'd have never thought that, would you?
It depends on weather conditions and stuff like that. Because I mean, the lake that they were in, there wasn't much undertow. It had been pretty calm for a few days before we got in. So maybe because there were no undertow, it'd not flush the hydrogen sulfide out of the pools. Because I think when it's in there, I don't think the carp would go into it. Or from the research I've done, I don't think they would. No. But if it's not in there, the hydrogen sulfide are going in there for the mineral side of things, and they are boiling it out or not. I just don't know. No. I've no idea.
You say it offers up more questions a lot of the time than it answers.
It does.
So what's your favourite species to dive with?
Pike.
I
absolutely adore pike. And that's from when I first started fishing. and I couldn't work out why my keep net was going from left to right upstream. And we didn't have Google then, so I had to go to, it was the local tackle shop guy said, it's a pike. And I went to the library and I got this first image of the pike and I thought, that's awesome. And that's the seed was born then, to be quite honest. So yeah, if there's pike in the water, I'm there.
Brilliant. And obviously you dive quite regularly at Wycombe
yes,
as well, don't
yes.
you?
Yeah, I'm going to say Jake at Wycombe has been an absolute star, allowing me to go in on a regular basis, because for a fishery, you know, you tend to get maybe 1 or 2 visits and then that's it, whereas Jake, and obviously it being day ticket as well, he likes the advertisement as well. And we've got a good understanding between the two of us now. I'll just ring him up. Can I pop over? Yeah, no problem. He gets some footage of his lakes, and again we got this 30 a few weeks back, which was, yeah, it took some doing. I didn't think I'd pull it off.
Time coming,
it's been a long time coming. But yeah, to get close to something as magnificent as that was just, it's one of those moments that you just never forget.
And it's, I sort of explain to people that, you know, you think fishing can be frustrating at times, but mixing kind of fishing and diving and fish is, it can be proper tough, can't it?
It can be a nightmare at times, because you know what you want to get, but trying to get it is just, it's so hard at times. Definitely. And the trouble is, when you're putting the video out, people are just seeing the 3 minutes and think, wow, but they don't see the number of hours that's gone on behind the scenes just trying to get that 3 minutes of footage.
That's it.
Generally, it's when you least expect it as well, isn't it? That something really special comes on. I mean, like the one I said last year in Silver Lake, when I had a low 30-pound carp, completely circled me, and then it turned to swim away, and then it swam right up to me, and it was 2 or 3 feet in front of me.
Really?
And it was proper. It was looking me up and down, really eyeballed me, inspected me before it slowly turned round and just sauntered off into distance. Then. And that was something like that. When that happens, it's amazing. It does. It makes every dive that's failed worth it. It does, because if you didn't keep going, you'd miss them opportunities. Without a doubt.
Because that was the same dive. I think I'd been in the water 50 minutes and I'd not seen one thing, and I'd more or less said, that's it, I'm going home. And I just turned the corner and it was unbelievable. Carp after carp after carp, literally coming up to the camera. I mean, I think that's one of the best carp filming sessions we've had, to be quite honest. And the clarity was superb.
Carp are so difficult to film as well, aren't
they? These ones, they'd come up and inspect you, shoot off, but then it was as if their inner child was saying, we need to go back and have another, and they'd come back, wouldn't they, and check you out again. Very inquisitive.
I found that with static cameras and that a lot of fish will come right up to it and inspect it. Inquisitive, especially perch. Perch,
I wonder
they'll
sometimes
come right up to it and look
like
right
mirror,
inside.
and they can see them. I can see movement. And they think,
or maybe with GoPro, there's a little red flashing light when it's on the cord. Maybe attracts such as perch and that. I mean, I do love perch; they're fantastic looking fish. You know, and like I said, they are one of the most inquisitive ones out of everything that I've had on film.
They're not
camera shy just to the camera.
No, that's it. They're like quite tight, aren't they? They will come right up to the camera.
And when you get them in a clear water venue, the colours and on them and that, they're just.
That's it. They're just like coral reef fish, aren't they?
They're
fantastic.
They are. They're beautiful fish.
So, and you filmed a pike take and actually the fight.
Yes,
with Brian Squirrels.
It's something I've wanted to do for a long time. Asked various people, and we'll do it, and it's never really got pulled off. And I did a talk for the Hull Pike Anglers Club last October, and Brian was there and said, I've got thinking, well, how about we start filming dead baits, see how they drop through the water? So I said, well, if we're going to do that, why don't we see if we can film a pike taking the bait and then filming the fight between pike and angler.
Fantastic.
Which I actually thought then was a bit ambitious, and I didn't think we'd pull it off. So Brian and Dave had organised the water to go film it in. Still sceptical that we'd managed to pull this off, and we did.
Brilliant.
In literally one take.
Fantastic.
And to actually see the pike fighting while Brian was playing it was unbelievable. But I actually did that via a snorkel. So that if it did come towards me, I've got a chance to, because with the diving gear, you're obviously less mobile. But that was superb, and that's something I'd like to maybe replicate with carp as well. Because that'd be superb with that, to actually get the take, and then again filming that fight between angler and then the release footage with carp, because carp are so slow, aren't they? as they go off, and they tend to drop down.
They just glide away.
So you can
we've done some amazing stocking footage.
Yeah, well, Ed, we did some stocking footage for him, didn't we? And we 75 carp, and each one coming straight past me, and it was superb.
Fantastic.
Doesn't matter that it was a stocking; it was fantastic to film. And then when I turned round, they were all sat. It was just but by then I'd got cold because it was November. Yeah. So it was a cold day, but again, superb.
Yeah. So without giving too much away, what have you got planned for the future? Any big projects?
I'm trying to organise some type of filming so that I can promote pike as a species.
Right.
There's still a lot of bad press about pike. And I think there's a majority of people that will never like pike, but if you can get them at a younger age to educate them, then later on that majority of folk might be less. So what I'm wanting to try and do is organise this video that can maybe go out to fishing clubs, etc. Because I know a lot of clubs now are doing fishing days for youngsters. Whereas when they can then give them a CD that can show them all about pike. Because from my filming of pike, they're not the fish that go around eating fish stocks all day long.
No. Oh, not at all.
Yeah, definitely not. I've got it on footage from Wycombe. You'll have roach and rudd and perch swimming past a pike's mouth, and they're not bothered. But as soon as another pike comes into the vicinity, it's like a switch, and they're there. So territorial. But that'd be nice to try and do some conservation work. To try and promote the pike, because I do think they're an important species to have.
Oh yeah, as part of the ecosystem, as the top, the top predator or fish predator. Yeah, very much so.
And I think they're quite an intelligent species. I think they're more intelligent than what we actually think they are, to be quite honest.
I agree with you. Actually. Well, that's fantastic. Just give us your website address.
It's Beneath British Waters on Facebook. We're also on Twitter and also on Instagram as well, under the same name.
Well, there we go. Check it out, guys. So if you I think every angler's interested in what goes on below the surface. So check out what Mark and Alan are doing at Beneath British Waters. It's absolutely fantastic. So go and have a look. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.
Thank you.